So my plan of action is to go to Grandma's. The dogs are going to be like, yay! But rather than going the normal way that we normally would, I've been dying to do a 10k because it's the 8th of April now and I've still not done one. It's only been like the first day of each month, January, February, April, where I've been able to do a 10 km walk, right? And I've just not been able to this month because I've still been recovering from my walk in the Yorkshire Dales, and then we've got loads of like builders coming round and then loads of deliveries, so I've not been able to go out as much, or when I've been able to go out I've only been for like half an hour and that's it, or I'm pushing it at best an hour. So I've not been out for like 2 hours or so. The last time I did a 10k was March the 29th. Literally a couple of days before even April started, so yeah, a bit of sad syndrome. And also I've not been on my bike for like nearly 2 months now, which is, actually no, wait, what was it? I'd say a month. It's been a month since I've been on my, it's been a month since I've not been on my bike, so I really want to get a bike ride in this month. I'd really like to. It's weird, it's been a while since I've worn this as well. The last time I wore a bag was my massive one on my walk, whereas like on this walk I'm wearing just my little one, and it's all I need really. So I've got deodorant, I've got a Monster can, and I've got a water bottle for these two. What else have I got? I've got a few snacks, like some fudges, like the bars, not like the little bits. And a cereal bar as well. What else have I got? I've also got butt cream, because if my backside does end up rubbing on the walk, then I've got it. I'll tell you something I've not seen in a long time. Colorado rocks. And well, I've seen a few where they've looked, they're just stones, but they've not been decorated. And they're just, someone's just literally took a stone, drawn a line on it, and wrote on it. Like, no. It's terrible, so I've not picked them up. I just found another one. No way. That one there. These look really nice. Oh, they're done by the same person. Nan. Just found one entering Clay House, and then just literally found another one. Oh wow. I'm starting to think I'm going to find another. Unless they've just done two. They might have just done two, to be fair. But I've actually got a purpose for this walk now. To find some of these stones. Wow. Cool. So I'm going to actually think of somewhere to hide these now. And I'm going to the woods, right? So I could hide them there. I think what I'll do is I'll take a picture of these. Actually, there's some benches here, like literally here. I'm just going to take a picture of them and hide them. Well, I'll take a picture of them, put them on the internet, and then hide them. Do you know, I wonder if I'll find any more in the woods. Are they gone that? Oh, I can see them. They've like proper sprinted off. So literally I posted the pictures to the Towards Siddal group's website, and I was like, do you know, let's just see how long it is to like be notified that I found them and then be approved. Literally less than a minute later, the owner of the group said, approved your picture. I've not seen the comment though, because my phone just pinged now. So So I'm curious to know what the comment is first, then I'll come back to this. So this week, shifts wise, I am on a shift pattern for this week where I'm on the fact of being on the 11/7 shift Thursday, Saturday and Sunday. So what this means is I'm on those shifts. There's no other way of putting it, that I am on those shifts. But you know, for so long with being in Halifax and then coming to Salt to Hevel, the shifts were just 1 week only, and like you couldn't plan, you couldn't do anything. Like, well, it was like out of luck that you was able to like go on these like a solo trip, or you can go somewhere and like what if like, and then when I got to Salt Hevel thinking, oh, things are a bit better. It didn't get better, it got worse. And I was like finding out the shifts the day before the next week. I was like what? And I said, look, I can't do this. I can't cope, otherwise I'm going to have to leave. I didn't say I will, but I'll have to leave if I can't be in a position where the organisation is so poor that I'm finding out so soon or so late about shifts. So I said there needs to be either shift patterns so that I can cope then, or the schedule goes up for like 2 weeks. So instead of finding out like, oh, you got this week and then next week and then the next week, you find out 2 weeks in advance what shifts you're doing, 2 at a time. And then it's like you can plan ahead then. It's like with the radio shows when I did at uni, I could have easily done like 1 week at a time. But I thought, you know, you do it, you organise it in bulk, because then you've got less to do. Yeah, I could have done this way. And then it just feels so much better then, because when you get to like the next week, if you want to change that schedule, you can. But you've got the foundation set, and then it's done then. Yeah, so my mum said to me, nobody else has said it, you've said it, and you've opened your mouth. So I'm actually grateful. I don't know what will happen, if anything will come into effect, but I've opened my mouth and said, because the thing is, it's not like it's just me that's working there. There's so many other people as well that I find out like the shifts really late. So it's not fair on me, who's just started there for like 2 weeks, and it's not fair on people who have been there for way longer than I have. So like, I think I've finally been added to the system, because it shows for me just days off until, I mean, I know what I'm doing, but so after today, when I find out the schedule, I should see what I'm on. I'm actually just going to check it now, just to be sure, and have a break from vlogging. So far so good. A lot of people at work were asking me like, you look like you're hot all the time. It's because my cheeks are always rosy. And I've got something called Rosanna. It's like Rosiana. Which means like I've always got rosy cheeks pretty much. Like, they were saying like, you must be hot all the time. I said, do you know, no I'm not. It's just my cheeks make it look like it's the case, like it's not. So nice. I'm just getting distracted, but it's so nice to be up walking along here. And people were saying like, oh, how come you've not been wearing your crew? Like, no, how come you've not been wearing your like customer care uniform, which is the thin t-shirt with the tie? So it's just been warm, and if I wear that, I get warm really fast. So I don't want to wear that, and then it's just gonna make me look sweat. And if I'm sweating, then it's going to come through the t-shirt, and I'm going to look, it's going to come across as being obvious that I'm sweating. So wearing a thinner t-shirt, wearing the t-shirt, even though it's thicker, you can breathe a bit and you can just waft it if you get warm. What was I saying? Coo. Where am I going now? I'm going to Copley now. Do you know, I was thinking about it, like if I'm going to do a 10-kilometre walk now, and then when I get to my grandma's, feed these two and have a sandwich, because I'm going to go to the sandwich shop first and then go to my grandma's. I'm thinking I don't need to take them out again until like the afternoon, unless actually it gets to like maybe 1:15, and then I'm like, oh, I might actually just go out for like half an hour or even an hour with the dogs and just go along the Hebble Trail, or even go through the cemetery and then drop to the Hebble Trail. But tomorrow, actually, if I do a 10k today, I don't have to do one tomorrow. Bear in mind, I could just do an hour tomorrow and then get to my grandma's and then take them out for another hour. That would work. I think a lot of the staff as well don't understand vlogging. Like somebody said they wanted to watch my videos, but the internet went wrong. So my idea is to walk down here, then get to the bottom, go through Copley Village, stay like down, so like there's a little pathway that comes down like a woodland bit, it goes around the outside of the village and then goes pretty much past the cricket field, and then like goes all that way. So that's what I'm planning to do. And then it goes back to the canal, which is where you can see the viaduct. Well, you can see the viaduct, but then on the opposite side of that is the canal. So my idea is to like this way, work my way back along that way, to then make my way back to the canal, and then make my way to Hebble. I know I've not been there long at work at Hebble, but one of my colleagues said, "Do you walk every day?" I said, "Yeah, I do." I was like, "Well, why?" He's like, "What do you mean why?" To keep fit. Which made me think, like, why are you asking me that I'm walking every day? Like, it's just a common sense question. You just go walking every day to keep fit. Even if it's a little bit, you go exercising, or just to keep fit. Like, I mean, there's obviously the thing of like walking to work or like walking back home, but that's walking. But you can do walking where it's like this, and it's just like you're out in the public. And since I've been out today, I've only seen. So bear in mind, I'm not going to count the viaduct bit building up to that because it was still in public. So with being in the woods, I've only seen 2 people. That's it. I've only seen 2 people. And I'll probably see more on the canal. But if I don't, then yeah. So I'm here at the viaduct. So I'm just by the riverside, and I've booked a asthma appointment. There was one today, but it was too early. I wouldn't have been able to go to it. So it's the 22nd of May. That's the next one. So I took the jumper off. I was just getting a little warm, you know, and wearing my Sounders t-shirt. It's better when it's if you're gonna get warm, you're best off wearing thin t-shirts, because, well, they don't sweat as much and you can just cool down easier, which is something to bear in mind. So I've done 3.4 miles. Yeah, I have done 3.4 miles. So now I'm going to walk back along the canal because it's flat and it's lovely, it's nice and quiet. I was just thinking to myself, like, I wonder how many people are going to be on the canal at this time. And I'm looking that way, I'm looking that way, and there's nobody. I'm looking behind me, and there's 3 men who are walking on their own. So I'm just going to have a gentle cruise, really. I keep with an iron battery, and I should have really brought my charger with me, but didn't bring it with me. Yeah, alright. If I get a lift from my dad at like 2ish, then that's kind of a plan, because my dad finishes at 2, so potentially get a lift home with him. That'd be a good idea. So I've checked the schedule, it's not up, not yet. I've done 4.7 miles and I'm just entering Salter Hebble. Pretty much, I'm on the edge of Salter Hebble, so say I can see where I can see what now? I can see Brewers Fair, like literally just down there, and I'm at 4.7 miles. Now, I can walk a little bit of the Hebble Trail, then walk up to Siddal, then go to Grandma's and have dinner there, and the dogs will need breakfast as well. But yeah, that's not bad actually. Saying that, I've actually got into Salter Hebble nearly at that 5 mile mark, and it's like, oh, I've only got to do 1.2 miles left, and then I've done 10 kilometres. It's actually kind of nuts, that. And my dad is going to give me a lift from Siddal to home, so actually I can go there, have some dinner, potentially take him out for like another half an hour if I wish to, and then get a lift back. 1 hour 39 minutes in, I'm up to 5 miles, so I might actually do it in under 2 hours. I'm keeping an eye out for this dickhead Renault driver. I thought it was okay to drive along here yesterday. No, it's a path for people, not for cars. And I don't know, so I've only got 1.2 miles left. So yeah, walk along the Hebble Trail, keep going. Once I get to the end, I'm going to have to put the dogs on the lead, which is an impressive run in itself, because I've had them off. They've been off the lead since North Dean Woods, getting into the woods. Oh no, actually, when was I let them off? I let them off in Clayhouse, and they've not been on a lead since, because they've not needed to be on one. Damn, that's impressive. That's really impressive. And the thing is, it's away from traffic, so it's fine. Where I've been going, I've planned it in my head of where I can go, where the dogs can be let off. But yeah, to literally get over the little bit of cobbled bit by the bridge, I will have to put them on a lead. It'll only be for like a minute, and then they'll be back off again. Bloody hell. I'm well doing well for letting these have time off the lead. But yeah, as soon as literally I get to Grandma's, I need to dry them, need to put some water down, and I need to feed them. Need to do those things, and depends whether I might go back out. I don't really know. Not really sure. What should I do? Actually, do you know what? I've done enough walking. I've done like 6 miles walking anyway, and they've been off the whole time. They probably don't need to go out again with me. Well, I went to carry on vlogging, and then it just stopped. I was like, what the hell's going on here? and it stopped, and then I heard my phone ring. I was like, oh right, okay. So my mum said, yeah, you'll be able to get to grandma's for some time, and then the dogs can have some breakfast, and then you can chill, and then Dad finishes at 2, and so it's like I'm gonna have that plan. I said you'll have to go for a walk in the cemetery for like an hour. Not an hour. You know, totally unexpected. A massive nursery group down there. Why there? Why? This gym equipment doesn't even work. It's pointless. I've never seen anyone in my life use it. And why? Not a clue. Really not a clue. So I'm up to nearly 5.5 miles on my watch. So I've only got 0.7 left. And I didn't realise what time it was. It's only 11:20. So make my way up the hill. Oh, which way should I go? Yeah, up the hill, then along, then just zigzag pretty much. Or I'll think of something. So I'm going to make my way on to get it close. I'm only going to go for like half an hour, 45 minutes. My dad don't finish till 2 o'clock. So we get back, then as soon as I get back, jump in, have a shower, then and then I'm done. And then when my dad gets back to grandma's, I can then be fine, be done. I'm not really going to let the dogs off on this walk because there's hardly anywhere to let them off. Besides, I did 6.6 miles. Long way, not gonna lie. So I've completed my 10k challenge and the runaway 10k challenge as well. So I've only got to do the elevation challenge and the 200km challenge as well. Yeah, I'm at 91 kilometers at the moment, so I'm nearly halfway there to 100k. So I have to do 40, on average 41.3 miles in a week. One thing I will be doing tomorrow, bringing a charger. Definitely bringing a charger. Yeah, definitely bringing my charger tomorrow, because if I'm going to vlog, then at least when I get to my grandma's I've actually got something to charge my phone up with, because I'm at 49% battery right now. Not going to be out for long, honestly, just going to be like half an hour. It's like 1:10 now. To get back to grandma's for like 1:30, 25 to 2. Then have a shower, and then, well, just chill. Wait for my dad to get there. He can then have a shower then we can go home. I can charge my phone up. I can charge it up, then go out this evening, which would be nice to do. I'll have a bit of a break, or I can go out walking again, depending on the situation. These have been off the lead a lot. Or maybe we can walk up to Grandma's tonight. Maybe. See how I feel. I'd like to do that, that'd be quite nice. Yeah, it's nice.